Right, well, good afternoon, and we're out for another exploration. We're now in the sort of middle of the afternoon. This morning I met up with a cousin who I hadn't seen for a long time, so that was quite good. And I thought, as I head back towards Keswick, it's a place I've thought about coming to a number of times, come to Elter Water. So I've parked up and behind me. I don't know whether you can see the van, just outside the village of Elterwater. So I'm going down to the village. Then the idea is to go down to the river, which at that point is Great Langdale Beck, walk along the river to actual Elterwater. We'll take a slow walk round Elterwater or along Elterwater, looking for possible compositions. Not to take pictures at that particular point, but walking along, and we're heading for Skelwith Force, which is a waterfall. I think I might have covered it in a video quite a way back when I was doing the Cumbria Way, but I thought I'd go back there. How good it'll be today with all the dry weather we've had, how much water will be in it. But we'll go to Skelwith Force, maybe go to Skelwith Bridge, by which point it'll be getting to late afternoon, and then to walk back, and then hopefully if we've got some compositions we can go back to those places. Hopefully there'll be some nice colour in the sky. There's a bit of cloud, so hopefully we'll maybe get a nice sunset, although sunset's not till quite late. But yeah, the idea is to find the compositions beforehand, then we can come back and just wait out and see what happens. So that's the plan for today, so we'll carry on and we'll see you a bit later. Right, well, we've made our way to the lake, and I followed this little path from the main path, and I got to the turn round, you'll see there's the lake there, but yeah, there's certainly no compositions, but came back to find the path back through, and I think it's there. But what I have discovered, there's some, if you can see them, there's some wild flowers. So I've got plenty of time, so I thought I'd get out the extension tubes and try and capture some images of those flowers. So yeah, it's just a little stop. If there's any that are any good, I'll put them up on the video after this, and I'll carry on down by the lake to the main viewpoint, see what we can see before we head off to the waterfall. So anyway, we'll see you a bit later. Right, well, we've come to the point where the main footpath and the lake meet. It's just the beginning of the lake, or the end of the lake, should I say, where it then goes into the river. You can see the river going down that way, and I think this will be the spot to stop at on the way back to the van. We can see the lake. It's a shame it's a bit less windy, so be reflections in it, but we can see in the distance the Langdale Pikes up there, and I think this will be the ideal spot. So we'll carry on to try and photograph the waterfall, and hopefully when we come back a bit later there might be a bit more colour in the sky. Not guaranteed, but we'll see. So anyway, we'll see you a bit later as we head to the waterfall. Right, we've made it to the waterfall, Skelwith Force. And it's not too bad actually. I thought there might not be much water, but it is quite a narrow waterfall where there's obviously a fracture in the rock where it's carved away to come down. So yeah, you can see it there. So we're going to have a mooch around. There is a, I don't know whether we'll go down there. I might try some long exposure, see if we can get swirls with all the bubbles here. So yeah, we'll have a mooch around, take various shots and see what we can come up with. Whether we video any more of it or not, or whether we'll just put the shots up after this, or the images should I say, after this. So yeah, this is Skelwith Force, and we'll see what we can come up with. Right, we've come down towards the bridge, and there's quite a bit of water. I think it might be an offshoot of the actual river, but I thought it might make quite a good image. And what I wanted to show you, because as you can see, we're recording through the stills camera as well. That's going to be more or less the composition. But I have got a circular polarizer on, and it's a question, do I not have it polarized at all, in which case we can really see the reflections, or do we go virtually no polarization, but then we can't really see the reflections, because that's what I'm trying to get, is the reflections. It's actually starting to rain as well, which is unusual for what's been happening the last few weeks. So I'll probably capture various compositions with the polarizer in different places, and then at the end of the video, whichever is the best, we'll put up and see that. So yeah, as you can see there in the stills camera, that it's raining on the river. So how that'll affect the composition, I'm not quite sure, but anyway, we'll capture the images, and then we're going to head back up towards the van. We'll see what the weather does as we're going. So right, we'll see you a bit later. Right, we're now back at the lake and the view that I'm hoping to get a nice sunset. Here we can see, and now the wind's dropped, and at the moment the lake is very calm, so I might actually capture some images in this light, but hopefully the light will improve. You'll have seen I've had the drone up, and I have taken one or two images with the drone. If any of those are any good, we'll put those up as well. But I think, yeah, just going to work out what's a good composition, where's a good place to get the tripod, to get the reflections that I want. Yeah, so we've got quite a while before sunset, but we'll just have a play around, see what we can find, and we'll see you a bit later. Right, well, we're still here and we're still waiting for the sun to go down. It's done various things. As you can see, it's gone calm again on the lake. There's a bank of cloud over the horizon. We have had odd bits of colour, and I have taken well, not continually, but quite frequently been capturing images to see what we can achieve. So we're just going to hang around for till sunset, see how we get on. You'll have seen the image that I took when I first got here when it was dead calm. I've put that up before. So we're just going to hang around, and once it's sunset's happened, then we'll be heading back to the van because it's starting to get dark. And sunset, according to my information, is 9:44, although I would imagine it'll disappear behind the mountains a bit before that. So yeah, we'll just hang around and we'll see what happens. So we'll see you a bit later. Right, we're on the way back to the van now, and we did actually get a bit of colour as the sun was setting, which by now you'll have seen, because you'll have seen the images I decided to put up. I did take quite a few, better to take too many, and look back and think, oh, I wish I'd tried a bit more. I took some, most were just straightforward images with a polarizer on, and they were around about a tenth of a second or thereabouts. But I did take a few with the 6-stop ND filter on, and that gave about 6 seconds just to add a bit of variety. So yeah, it was nice that that we got some colour. I also took a time lapse, which hopefully you've seen, and that would have shown how the colour was coming and going. I don't know how well it came out. It's very difficult because I do it on the DJI Pocket 2, which is an extremely small screen, so it is, although it's great because this is what I'm videoing this on, but just to see how well something's come out with such a small screen is difficult, but hopefully it'll be alright. So yeah, so we're on into our second 100. This will be number 101. Will it? 101? No, this might be 102. 102nd video. So yeah, it's good. And just to remind people, if you've enjoyed the video, please click the thumbs up. It is great for the channel. If you like what I'm doing, why not subscribe? And that does even more for the channel. And please, if there's anything, please do comment. I do answer all comments, etc. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what we're doing on the next one or when I'm going out, but we'll try and do maybe more of a walk, a bit like when I went up Great Gable. I'm not quite sure where. Yeah, I was going to say, there's one thing. I think on the next video, there's a number of things I need to let you know about. We'll wait till the next video. So yeah, it's quite a very pleasant evening, although it's getting on for 10 o'clock now. I suppose we are at the nearly at the summer solstice. We're the 11th. Yeah, Sunday the 11th of June. So there's only another 9 days and it's the summer solstice, and then the nights will start drawing in. I don't so much struggle with sunsets if I can get out of there. What I struggle at this time of year is sunrises. You've got to get up so flipping early. It's quite difficult. But if I turn round, I don't know whether you can see, there's still a bit of colour in the sky there. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it, but yeah. So yeah, I'm beginning to ramble again, aren't I? So yeah, it's been a good video, it's been a good day, and the waterfall was better than I anticipated. We got a bit of sun colour on at sunset. I mean, I have seen more spectacular, but yeah, so, and you'll have seen the map of where I've been. So yeah, we'll call it a day and we'll see you on the next video.